It's the 10th day of November 2025, and you're welcome to the newspaper review live here at TAF TV, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria. I am Chairman Prosper, and I'll be anchoring the newspaper review for today. The first on the list, Daily Sun. Oteze congratulates Soludo on re-election, hails his transformational leadership. This to be seen in page 6. Dangote fuel depots in fresh price battle for market control. Nigeria not ripe for 15% tariff on fuel imports. X&P Global. This will be seen in page 25. House rent hike. Agony spreads. Worsening citizens' economic woes. 90% hike reported in Lagos, Enugu, others. This will be seen in page 25. Tinubu, Nwifuru, Abga congratulates Soludo on re-election. This will be seen in page 4. NASU tackles federal government over reoccurring no work, no pay threats. Says it's an instrument of intimidation. This will be seen in page 29. Okay, to the headline, the big headline here, house rent hike, agony spreads. Most of us are not new to this. Most of us are not new to hearing this about the hike in house rent nowadays in various cities around the country, whereby landlords get to hike the price of house rent without even adding anything to the house. A house someone packed into 5 years ago, the landlord has not added any new thing to the house, but each year they keep on increasing the house rent. Not to talk of new tenants that are coming into the house. Most times the house rent is cumbersome. Sometimes it's even, most of these things come from the agents of these houses, like people that direct you to these houses. Most times the house rent they put out there might not be the house rent the landlord is expecting. Maybe they might put higher house rent, but most times these agents put out higher house rent, higher than what the landlord of the house is actually collecting. Then on top of it, agent fee. So most times people that pack into new houses, like a house that's supposed to be rented out for 500,000 naira, get to, most times it's being rented up to 1 point something million. Not because most times these agents they add prices, agency fee, agreement fee, and all that. So it's too much for Nigerians. Looking at the economic condition, people's salaries are nothing to write home about. Then price of foodstuffs in the market, everything has gone high. So imagine somebody whose house rent was 500,000, landlords increased to 800,000 or 1 million in a year. I saw a post online where somebody was talking about her mom being a landlady and increasing the house rent. So I guess one of the tenants replied under that post telling her that her mom increasing house rent, that she didn't even add anything to the house. So most times you just landlords increasing house rent. We understand that these are investments, people's investment. I understand that these houses are investments, but most times you tend to understand the economic condition in the country, knowing that you raising the price of this house rent will be affecting your tenants. Most times you tend to even see people nowadays, you see people they have packed to their villages, to their various hometowns, because they can't afford the house rent prices in the cities. So that's too much in this country. Landlords should look into, or should I say the government or the House of Assembly should try to regulate house rent in the country. Let's go over to the next newspaper, The Guardian. Soludo triumphs in Anambra as ADC observers decry vote buying. This should be seen in page 6. Court hears motion on PDP November convention today. This will be seen in page 3. IMF, Nigeria discuss reforms, new development plan. This will be seen in page 3. Awujalo Olawuni warns against violation of tradition customary laws. This will be seen in page 5. Abakoba How Nigeria can improve naira value, age, validity. This will be seen in page 4. Trump's comment threatens national unity. NSCIA wants demands retraction. This will be seen in page 6. Anambra Sheriff Boots party urges INEC to persecute vote buyers. This will be seen in page 7. NCS records revenue surge as Port Harcourt command earns 33 billion naira in October. This will be seen in page 7. Alright, to the headline whereby congratulations, before I said that, congratulations to Governor Soludo on his re-election as the Anambra State governor. So, going to what ADC, an opposition party, has said about vote buying. Nigerian citizens, what is the issue? Every day we keep on complaining about our leaders. We keep on complaining that our leaders are doing this, our leaders are doing that. But every election, every 4 years, whenever they present us with money, we just sell our votes. Can't we vote with our clear conscience without selling these votes? Must every election, must Nigerians exchange their votes for money? And tomorrow you will say the government is not doing well, the government is not doing that. Because they spend a lot to get into the seats. These people spend a lot to get into the seats because when somebody pays you to vote for them, when they get into the seats, they want to recover the money they spent buying your votes. Imagine somebody allegedly spending up to 1 billion or 2 billion on elections and he eventually wins. He wants to regain his money. That's why most times you see these people, when they get into these seats, they cannot perform well. Any allocation that comes, they divide it because they want to regain what they spent during their election. So Nigerians, we should try and do better. Like, Nigerians should try and do better. We might not confirm this that 100% that the votes buying happened in Anambra State, but for this being mentioned, like, Nigerians should try and do better. Come 2027 election, we should try and do better. We should hold our leaders accountable. We should say no to vote buying in this country. That's that. Let's go over to the next newspaper. Vanguard. How Soludo tsunami swept all 21 local governments. This will be seen in page 5. Plots to take over Nesto Oil. Necon's interest in OML 42 unravels. Foreign lenders, major banks join fights to overturn sweeping court orders. Court halts proceeding amidst NJC. Chief Judge's petition. This will be seen in page 27. Federal government exceeds 2025 borrowing target by 55.6%, expected to hit 80% by year end. This should be seen in page 13. Trump, Anglican prelate to FG, seek foreign help if you can't stop killing. This should be seen in page 9. US watch list, Nigeria not in religious war, NSCIA. This should be seen in page 9. UK warns against travel to 6 states. This should be seen in page 9. Autonomy, no evidence to show allocations reach local government directly. ICPC. Orders. This should be seen in page 13. Alright, this also brings us back to the insecurity in the country. Now we have, the other time, US was talking about Christian genocide. Other countries are talking about the killings. Today we are seeing the UK, the United Nations, warning Nigerians and also their own citizens who might come into the country against traveling to 6 states in this country because of insecurity. And one of these states, some of these states are like Gombe, Katsina, Zamfara, Bauchi. Like, and our government keeps on denying that there is no insecurity issues in this country. Like the other day, we saw terrorists making videos, making live broadcasts about the negotiation they had with some residents in Katsina State, where they said they won't be eyeing them anymore because they have come to agreement. These communities have agreed to pay them certain amount of money, give them food, do this and that, and pay them for security. Like, what is Nigeria turning into? Don't we have security personnel again? Don't the army, what is the army doing? What is the Nigerian police force doing? That bandits now come out live to make broadcasts, and now the United Nations are warning people against 6 states not to travel to because of security reasons. So, like, Nigeria is actually, like, let's just say Nigeria is a country of concern at this point, because the insecurity in this country is becoming out of hand. So I pray the government should look into this. Like, the government should look into this, because for foreign countries to be warning against our security in our own country, like, that speaks a lot. That gets to speak a lot, a high volume on the insecurity in this country. Because if this country is secured, like, if some part of this country are secured, countries won't be looking into our security sector, because they won't be looking into this. So Nigerian government should look into the security matter and get to tackle this issue, because it doesn't give our country a good name. And that's that on the newspaper review today. You can be a part of this by putting down your opinion in the comment section. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our various social media channels. I remain your wonderful host, Achuamanze Prosper, and until next time, bye.